So I'm here. I'm doing a video today. To kind of talk about, what's been going on, where I've been. I don't want to have to do a video like this, but I feel I owe it to everybody to kind of let them know what has happened. It's been a rough couple of weeks. It's been a really rough couple of weeks. Long story short, a lot of my investments, in particular one large investment, I'm not sure if it's going to pay off. And this is on top of a long time, many years of investments not exactly paying off. And I'm here right now to talk about that because a lot of people have been very supportive, and I'm grateful for that. But I want to let them know what's been going on. So I'm going to try to do that. One of the investments that I've had, so it's back in 2021. I was working with a couple of people, and they ended up dropping out, but I stayed on this project, and we were going to be trying to create NFT in real life. So I was working on, I was really big into the NFT scene, and I had actually purchased a couple myself. I had to sell those too. But I was working on getting a physical NFT in the real world, so you could buy something that was real with your money. And I wanted you to be able, literally write on, not the blockchain, but literally write on like paper and pen and stuff. So this was like a cryptocurrency pen. So I was calling this a Scripto pen. So Scripto Pens was the name of the project. I was really hype about this project. I was really looking forward to unveiling this sooner, kind of during the NFT wave, but just hasn't panned out that way. So Scripto Pals and Scripto Pens was the project, and that was the kind of the framework I was working in. In order to bankroll this project, I've had to do a lot. That's why I'm here right now. I had to, get rid of a lot of my possessions, a lot of the creature comforts of my life. This is totally liquidating my crypto portfolio. And I'll get into that too. But not only that, but the literal physical creature comforts like my Funko Pop collection, I had to get rid of that. And that was a really big hit for me because I'm close to a lot of these things, and also was a big hit monetarily because, to my dismay, a lot of the, because of the condition they were in, having played with them so much, I, they were not worth as much as I thought they were going to be, and that's certainly as much as I paid for them. You know, um, my John Wick Funko Pop was just the head. It was just that, and that's not going to sell for nearly as much as I purchased it for. um, and speaking of not selling as much as I purchased it for, I want to give you guys my history of how this whole year with crypto, not just this year, but many years with crypto, nearly the past decade. So I was one of the early adopters of cryptocurrency. Bitcoin, I bought in at 2014. I don't even remember how much Bitcoin was at that time, but it was very low. And I purchased it, and it was $1,000, $2,000, or something like that. And uh, I lost access to the wallet and the key to the wallet because my computer bricked. So that was a really big hit um, for me. Um, but I got back in on the crypto. It was a Christmas present for myself in 2017. I bought in. It was $8,000. Not going to make or break me. But I bought in then, and I think crypto was selling for about 13K at that time. But not crypto in general, but Bitcoin, and things were great. But then the price dropped, and I was kind of nervous about what's going to happen to my money, and so you know, I just got rid of it. Um, and so the pandemic hit, and I was wondering what's Bitcoin doing, and I had no access to a computer during the time. Basically throughout the entirety of 2020, except for a few months in the beginning. But when I got back onto the internet and I saw that, wow, Bitcoin is like at $60,000 for a single Bitcoin, so I had to get in. Um, but the price dropped again, and I was kind of feeling like this is, well, great, it's another pipe dream. And so I sold. And at the time, I'd also purchased some Dogecoin, and so that was really kind of burning a hole in my pocket too, because that price has just gone down and has never recovered. But I got back in again. I mean, I not necessarily that I thought it was going to go to the moon like everybody's saying, but at least it would do well sometime. It was November 25th. I wanted to balance out the losses with the wins, with some actual wins. And so I had my Coinbase thing, I had a buy order and a sell order going. Um, so it would kind of, balance out the fluctuations of the market. And so I thought it was going to be going every week, but I had it actually set up for every hour. And so for 35 days, it's doing, 24 consecutive purchases every single day. And that actually happened a couple of times where I had the buy order and the sell order going, but we don't have to get into it. Um, One of the good things that has happened this year is I brought on an intern. Um, he's remote and he's working full time, and he's actually, if you're seeing this video, he's the one who's going to be editing this video. So thank you. Um, but he's on full time, and he's been doing a great job, and so um, it has been rough uh, making ends meet, and it's putting a lot of financial stress, and a lot of stress is, the shipment is in transit from the manufacturing plant. I have not seen a prototype of it in person in myself yet, and they weren't able to send me a photograph of how it looked, so that's sort of up in the air how it even turns out. Um, and then, the financial burden of this has made me, I've had to consider getting a job, and thinking about considering getting a job has been putting a lot of stress on me, and um, my creative output is slowed as a result. So that's how I just be keeping it real with you guys. Um, but I apologize for all of that. And as a reward for the apologizing to you guys, I was hoping that you all would help me and get this video viral and get the link in the description viral, because I am going to need to recoup some of the losses here. Um, I'm pretty much in the red here, and I need a lot of help. I'm going to need a lot of help to get back on track. Um, and I cannot, well, I can't do it on my own, and so I need the Skip team, the Skip subscriber army to come through, and we can maybe write some checks together in the future, because I think there's big things happening here.